a choke on a lady, yeah. Slicing MCs like Darth Vader. The head of the second, I swear to say yeah.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Tennessee Titans. Ryan Suckup of the Titans has this one teed up, and we are underway from Nissan Stadium. This will be taken very short. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. He got 29 yards that time. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun.
From the gun, Jackson being chased out left. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. They find some open field here. Touchdown, Titans. Dion Lewis, his first touchdown as a Tennessee Titan. And the Titans have taken a first quarter lead. Extra point put through by Suckup. And that makes the score 7-0. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. This is taken near the 13. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, it totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. 23 yards on the play.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! Detroit! Detroit!
Now Jackson on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
On 3rd down, Jackson escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And Tucker's kick right there, it's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start things on 1st down with Dion Lewis. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
Play action now. Mariota to the right side, complete to Miller. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Where are they, team? 3. One.
Off the play fake, Mariota. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose, and the Ravens have got it.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. 16 yards on that one and a Raven 1st.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Jackson from the shotgun. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Detroit! Detroit!
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Tevin Coleman, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are in for 6. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Titans getting set to go. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. But it looked like the Titans were able to recover, and indeed they will keep possession of the ball. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On play action, Mariota. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long.
One.
They just get the play off. Now Mariota. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. C.J. Mosley. He's the one to get him this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And taken at the 46. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Steps away to his left. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one, and it's a 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
This time, Jackson will throw it. Flush to his right. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Through and now an opening. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Tevin Coleman, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Ravens will extend their lead. It's good to make it 17-7. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out come the Titans now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Play fake. Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long.
One.
From the gun, Mariota. And he finds Corey Davis. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down. They'll try and pick it up with Lewis. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
If he indeed got it, he didn't get it by much. This is a great push up front, but I think the nose of the football does make it over the line to gain. And whoa, that was definitely cutting it close.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Mariota now on second down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Tennessee after this. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First down, Mariota. Over the middle, that's caught by Miller. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage, it'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, Mariota going underneath for Lewis. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Again, it's Mariota. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On now is the Titans punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. They begin the drive with Coleman. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Detroit! Detroit! Leopard! Leopard! Gun! 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 Gun!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. They get 9 there, and in the process escaping their end zone, picking up a first down.
Lucky 56.
They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Lucky 56. Gone.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to float this over the middle deep. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, second and 10.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone.
Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. He's going to wind up and air it out. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. Two extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a third and 10. And Jackson throwing once more. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
Gone.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this is
you're going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, second and 3. Now a second down throw for Mariota. And Miller with it over the middle. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Mariota going to bring him up first and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Now Mariota sets up the screen to Lewis. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a second and 11.
let's go, let's go.
They go play action. Mariota. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On third down, Mariota. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to fourth down. On now is the Titans punter as he's on here to punt it away. That's taken on the 25. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney.
Now this time he'll look to throw. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Coleman on the toss. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Give this time to the tailback. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On second down, here's Jackson. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Jurrell Casey busting through to get him for a loss of 6. 3rd and 15 here after the first and second down plays went in the wrong direction.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone. Detroit. Hot.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Hayden Hurst, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter. Not
only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
A first down throw for Mariota. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Mariota now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. On play action, Mariota. And this will be incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Mariota on 2nd and 10. And complete to the tight end Walker, right side. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner. And I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Taking it about the 36. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now here come the Ravens. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! Hot! Hot!
On second down, Jackson. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Throw right side, taken in by Pettis. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for him, too.
This quarterback now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. They go play action with Jackson. Dancing to his left. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
They tried to make something happen, but that one came up incomplete and really wasn't a good-looking throw.
Yeah, maybe even go as far as to call that a little ill-advised.
Yeah, I would say so. I think that's the right phrase for it. Definitely ill-advised. Just wondered about his mechanics right now, you know, and that's the tough part. You do so much stuff in practice to make it repetitive, but it has to repeat under pressure, whether it's pressure from the defense or just the pressure of playing the game.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Coleman. And he stopped immediately there. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Ravens on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This will be fielded at the 8. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Take the edge. Go, go.
They start the drive on the ground with Lewis. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Again, it's Lewis. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. One. 1.
From the gun, Mariota. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
1.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
1.
Mariota now from the 50. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Mariota again. Caught right side, Davis. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Let's go. Motion. 1.
Off the play fake, Mariota. And they're waving pressure too much. Down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
1.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. Now a desperation throw deep, and this throw will be intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Lucky 56. Gone, 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 gone.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And now look at this. Big gain but a fumble. And that might be Titan football. It is. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, and then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them. Big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
Mariota now after the fumble recovery. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Mariota trying to force it to his tight end Walker, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker Bobby Wagner, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Whenever I go to a team's practice facility and watch them work, I love to watch the defensive guys in what they call pursuit drills. The ball goes either towards them or away from them. How fast will they respond? On this play, the defensive end responded better than anyone and made a really nice play.
Oh, he's going backwards. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Forced out to his left. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here. Player.
So for the Ravens, here they come in.